Have you ever found yourself wondering if things could be better, firmer, more reliable? It's a question that can echo in the quiet moments, a thought many men have but few voice out loud. It's not about catastrophic failure, just a subtle shift in confidence. This isn't a sign of defeat, it's a sign of being human. The internal monologue when you're trying to be the best version of yourself. Boardroom, gym, intimate moments. This concern is incredibly common. I've sat across from countless men, CEOs, construction workers, artists, athletes. They remember when things were effortless. Now a flicker of doubt has crept in. This doubt can be a heavy burden, a psychological weight as real as any physical limitation. So what is this mysterious, powerful ingredient I'm talking about? It's not some exotic herb from a remote jungle or complex chemical compound. It's vitamin D. Yes, that's it. The very same sunshine vitamin your doctor has probably mentioned in passing during your annual checkup. Think of vitamin D not just as a vitamin, but as a potent steroid hormone that regulates thousands of functions throughout your body. Every cell has a receptor for it, which tells you just how critical it is for overall operation. It's the master switchboard operator for your entire system. When levels are low, it's like having a citywide brownout. The lights still work, but they're dim. The trains still run, but they're slow. Your erectile function is one of those systems that requires full power to operate at its best. For decades, the medical community viewed vitamin D almost exclusively through the lens of preventing rickets in children. This narrow focus meant that we missed its larger role in cardiovascular health, immune function, mood regulation, and yes, sexual vitality. The science has finally caught up, and the evidence is now overwhelming. Maintaining optimal vitamin D levels is fundamental to a man's health, from his heart to, well, his other important organ. Let's get into the nuts and bolts of how this actually works. Your ability to achieve and maintain a firm erection is, at its core, a cardiovascular event. It's all about blood flow. Think of your penis as a complex hydraulic system. For it to work correctly, you need clear, flexible, responsive pipes, your blood vessels, to allow blood to rush in quickly and stay there. Anything that damages these pipes is going to compromise the whole system. This is where the villains of the story come into play. High blood pressure, high cholesterol, inflammation. Here's where vitamin D puts on its superhero cape. One of its most crucial jobs is to protect the endothelium. The endothelium is the delicate, single-cell, thick inner lining of all your blood vessels, from the massive aorta to your heart to the tiniest capillaries. A healthy endothelium produces a magical molecule called nitric oxide. This is the signal that tells smooth muscles in your arteries to relax, allowing them to widen and let blood flow through freely. Comment 1 if you think this topic is worth discussing, or 0 if you think it's not that important. When your vitamin D levels are low, your body produces fewer enzymes needed to create nitric oxide. At the same time, low D levels increase oxidative stress. Think of it as biological rust, which directly damages those delicate endothelial cells. This creates a double whammy effect. You're producing less of the go signal while damaging the machinery that needs to respond to it. It's like trying to accelerate with your foot on the brake. This isn't just a feel-good theory. It's backed by a growing mountain of solid scientific evidence. Researchers around the world have been connecting the dots between vitamin D status and erectile function. A landmark study published in the Journal of Sexual Medicine found a direct correlation. Men with severe erectile dysfunction had much lower vitamin D levels than men with mild ED. Another study supplemented vitamin D-deficient men and showed significant score improvements in erectile function, orgasmic function, and overall sexual satisfaction. The placebo group saw no change. Imagine two identical gardens. One is watered regularly, gets plenty of sunlight, has nutrient-rich soil. The other is left in shade and barely watered. Which will produce bigger, stronger, more vibrant flowers? Your body is that garden. Vitamin D is that sunlight and nutrient-rich soil. The studies show a well-nourished system performs better. Science confirms lab findings have a real impact in the bedroom. Are you with me? Type 2 in the comments to let me know you're still watching. While the physiological mechanics are fascinating, we can't ignore the massive psychological component of sexual health. Confidence is, in many ways, the most powerful aphrodisiac there is. But when you're worried about performance, your mind becomes your own worst enemy. That anxiety triggers your fight or flight response, flooding your system with stress hormones like adrenaline and cortisol. These are the mortal enemies of an erection. They divert blood away from non-essential functions like reproduction toward your major muscles to prepare you to escape a threat. Focusing on vitamin D has benefits that ripple out into every corner of your life. When you improve vascular health for erections, you're lowering your risk for heart attack and stroke. Optimal vitamin D levels are crucial for a robust immune system. This means more energy, fewer sick days, greater vitality. It also plays a role in muscle function and bone health. Feeling physically strong and capable is a massive component of confidence. When your body feels solid and reliable, that confidence permeates your self-image. So how do you get more of this magic? The most natural way is through sensible sun exposure. Just 15 to 20 minutes of direct sunlight on your arms and legs a few times a week can produce a significant amount. However, let's be realistic. For many of us, this isn't always practical. During winter in northern latitudes, the sun's angle is too low for your skin to produce any vitamin D at all. For most men over 30, supplementation is the most reliable way to ensure consistent levels. Vitamin D3 is generally more effective than D2, with common starting doses of 1,000 to 4,000 international units per day. If you take away only one piece of actionable advice, let it be this. Get your vitamin D levels checked. It's a simple, inexpensive blood test called a 25-hydroxyvitamin D test. Have you ever had your levels tested before? Share your thoughts in the comments. This transforms everything from a vague wellness concept into a specific personal mission. You can then formulate a precise plan to get your levels back into the healthy range. As we wrap up, I want you to take a moment and reflect. The conversation around erectile function is too often shrouded in shame, anxiety, a sense of personal failure. My goal today was to pull it out of the shadows and into the light, quite literally the sunlight. Your sexual health is not separate from your overall health. It is a direct reflection of it. The firmness and reliability you seek are a result of a body that is well nourished, well cared for, functioning in harmony. It's a goal that is absolutely within your reach. Remember that this is a journey, not a race. Small, consistent steps lead to profound and lasting change. The information about vitamin D is not meant to be another source of pressure, but rather a source of hope and empowerment. You can choose to be proactive, to get tested, to take simple actions that can have a massive positive impact on how you feel and perform, both in and out of the bedroom. Let this be a turning point. Instead of focusing on past frustrations, focus on the future you are building right now, a future where you feel more energetic, more resilient, more confident in your own skin. A future where intimacy is a source of joy and connection, not anxiety. You deserve to feel strong, capable, full of life at every age. The tools are available, the science is clear, and the first step is yours to take. Thank you for taking the time to watch this and for investing in your own well-being. Your health is the most valuable asset you will ever own. Keep learning, stay curious, and continue to be an advocate for your own best life. Still with me? Drop a yes in the comments to let me know you're tuned in. I hope you'll subscribe to my channel for more insights on living a stronger, healthier life. You've got this.